Hey guys, Roaches18 here. I saw a lot of questions asking how to use this table exactly, so I decided to make a quick tutorial on why I designed it the way I did. So let's get started. I'll start over here at the character sheets. At the top you have your abilities and ability modifiers. In the midsection here you have your skills and other pretty important stats you would find on a character sheet, like base attack bonus, CMB, CMD, your saves, your AC, initiative, touch and flat, and your actual AP, including non-lethal and actual wounds. So let's say my character's wisdom here is 15. You just pick up the ring, put it over the number that you would like. And down here, people were wondering why I put these boxes here. So the gray area is your ranks. The color coded to the ability is your ability modifier, and then your total rank will be on the left. So you don't have to use all these if you're pretty good at keeping track of your ability modifiers and how many ranks you put in each, but I just added the option for people who would like to. So let's say I have 6 ranks in my heal skill, which is affected by wisdom, which I made my wisdom 15, so the ability modifier is 2. So what I do is hover over the dice, press 2, and it will actually set the dice to 2, which would now make my total 8. So that can be implemented across the whole board, and you just copy and paste, wherever it's needed, and scale if you need it to. Just a simple way to organize your character card. And over here is just notes on your character. You can put whatever you want on these note cards. To do so, you right click, edit the title with the title box and the blue lines with the description box. Over here in this blue and red section, blue being my feat cards and red being my spell cards, or organized cards, spells and feats based on their starting letter. The card choices I decided to import into the game were from Core Rulebook, Advanced Player's Guide, Ultimate Magic, Ultimate Combat, and the Advanced Race Guide. To access these bags, you just click on the bag that you want. You can bring it out if you want. I just like to do that. And just do a quick drag over the bag and that will bring out the deck. And then you can then search for the card that you need. In this example, I'm going to use the acrobatic card. The best way, if multiple characters have a feat, or just to keep you from losing any cards, I always copy and paste using the shortcuts, which is Control C and Control V. And you can scale them up to size and put them in front of the character, the designated character. Now, I recommend taking the grid off for these cards. That way you can put them in however form that you would like. And to do that, you just right click and uncheck the grid box. Then you can just put the decks back in the bags. And there you have it. Along the side here are the continued versions of some of the cards. If you notice that it like ends in a run-on sentence or no punctuation, you can check by schools. They are color-coded over here, and see if you can find the rest of the card in these files. That's it for the spells and feats. Over here is the GM zone. The GM can take his dice and roll in here, and it is not visible to the 4 players, so they will not see these rolls. On the back wall here, I've included a clock to check the time, and also the GM screen statistics. I decided to put it over here so that new players can kind of see why they're rolling. Now the cool thing about this board is that you can do the, old school drawing by using the paint tool. This is the quickest way to create multiple sheets and levels. And how you do that is you just go in here and then you would save the game as whatever sheet the GM would like. And then you can always load whatever map you'd like, and it will not affect certain things. Or another way to do it is you can just, the table, you can load a custom picture if you decide to save each table as an image. So you can actually do this outside the game in like Photoshop. A lot of people are asking me about these URL malformed errors. Those are the backs of the spells and the feat cards. I did not load an image to them, so they try to load an image and there is none. I just kept them blank white, so there's nothing to worry about there. Another thing you can do for the board is import tile sets from other players' workshop items. And here I just did a really basic layout. When you're importing these pieces, if you have a problem with it lighting up with these lines, if it's centering like that, the first thing you can do is go check your grid. Make sure the offset snap is on. And then they should line straight up with the pieces. If your tile sets are too big or too small, you can always scale them. So over here, I color coded the dwarf and the knight, the human knight, by color player. And to do that, you just go to the color tint and you can change the base color. These the figurines that come with the game are fully animated. You can learn how to animate them in the tutorial for the game. And that's pretty much it for my table. So you can get a little creative, and I just built this to show you some of the things that you can do with this table. So thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy it.